Hello and welcome to the third video of our series of tutorials for Java programming, sponsored by CPU. And today we're going to be talking about getting user input. Now, as of the last episode, we learned about how we could assign and change variables. Um, this is what's left behind from the last one, and you saw how we, assigned 25 to x, and then we managed to change it by adding 5 to it and then printing it out, so on and so forth. But now what we want to do is, instead of just making our own variables, we want to be able to allow the user to enter their own variables. And to do that, we need a couple of tools. And the first one being the scanner in Java. And on the top, what you're going to need to do is import some. It's going to be a tool that you use to scan for the user's input, basically. So the directory it's in is it's under Java. Well, let's see, Java.util.scanner. So import that. You're going to definitely need to do that. Put it on the top for convenience, above everything else, and that should allow you to use the scanner. Now, from there, what we want to do is create a new scanner. So honestly, it really does not matter where you put the scanner. You could put it below the class, but for now, just for simplicity, we'll just put it inside the main function, and we're going to create a new scanner. This is going to allow us to, you know, scan for user input. So what I'm going to type in is scanner. Make sure the S in the beginning is capitalized, and then for what we're going to do is define a variable for it. So we could define it as S for now. We'll define the scanner as S. We can just define it as anything. You can call it anything you want. You can also call it scanner in lowercase if you want to, or anything. And then you're going to put equals new scanner system dot in. Okay, a lot going on here, but basically all it is this variable S is now a new scanner. You're assigning it to being a new scanner, and system.in the parameters and putting in system.in. Basically, that's saying we're making a new scanner, and it's going to be scanning the system input, which is um, the input that the user is going to be putting in. I hope that's not too much of a mouthful, but anyway. So now we have that, and now we're going to try to see if we can get a user to put in something. So for an example, let me see, I'll ask the user for now, let me comment this out. Basically, anything after those slashes they won't be read. So I'm going to put system.out.println. Nope. We'll put system.out.println. Enter a number. Right? So basically, we're just printing out to the user, enter a number. And then right after that, I'm going to put int x equals s dot next int. Okay. Once I do that, then all I'm going to do here is just print out x. Oh, I might have messed that up. Okay, there we go. Now this will be explained in a second. Let me just change this up, change this to x. There we go. Okay, just hold on a moment. I shall explain this in a moment. I just want to show you how this works. So basically, when I just ran the program, and now I'm going to bring this to the bottom here where it says enter a number, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm the user now. I've already started running the program, but now I'm entering a number in as a user, and I'm going to press enter. I'm going to press 15, or any number, doesn't matter. It really doesn't, but I'm going to press 15 as an example. Press enter, and the program itself is going to print out 15. Now, that's what I've coded in here. So let me explain how this works. Recall that we created a new scanner, right? And then now that we've created this new scanner, we're also going to start asking, okay, user, we need you to enter a number. So right here is where I ask the user to enter the number, and then the next line, I'm defining a variable here, and I'm defining a new variable x, and that's going to be equal to the s dot next int. And basically, what that's saying is the next integer in this scanner is what you're going to assign x to. So notice how down here the scanner was waiting for me to put in a number, and I entered 15, and that was the next integer that the scanner saw. So the program made x equal to that. It's a bit of a it's a bit interesting, but basically the program stops right here until somebody puts in an integer into the system input thing, which is where I typed in 15 right here. The program stops at that line until somebody enters something, and then when it does, then that's when it moves on and it says, okay, now that x has been figured out because the user entered it in, it's going to go to the system.out.println and then x. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, just you can message me on Facebook um, as Daniel Feblis. I'm sure you guys know who I am if you know of this club. But if you don't, that's me. I'm in the group page and on Facebook. And one last thing before I finish the video, I just want to point out one cool thing. If you let's say you have a print statement here, and you want to enter for example, your number is, and then the number, right? So what you can do is like what I did here was I put system.out.println and then I put in quotations, which is like a string, your number is, and then space plus x. I should explain strings to you. I really should have, but like this here is also a string, but these things pretty much it's just they're phrases and they allow you to input them into print line statements and stuff like that. And you could also do other things with them, but that's something I'll cover later on. But here I'm putting your number is and then plus x, so that's putting them together. So let me show you what happens when I do that. I ran the program again, so now I'm going to go over here, down there, where it says enter a number, and I'm going to put anything, 75, right? And then notice here how the program prints out your number is 75. And that's what I did here. Basically, I allowed for the print statement to add in x to the phrase your number is right here. But yeah, that's about it. And I hope you guys learned something. If you do have any questions, feel free to message me or comment on the video. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.